So it's been sort of a little while since I've had a proper rant. I figured I'd have a proper rant, if that makes sense. Because I have been going through something with somebody that I know who constantly keeps bringing up the fact that I'm vegan. And it's a bit annoying because I don't expect people who aren't vegan to necessarily understand this mindset, but we have people who are not vegan come into the picture and say, oh, well, what if you were trapped on a desert island? And what if you did this? And what if this happened? What if that happened? What if? And it's just like, they even go, oh, but what about bacon? What about this? And we're like, in our heads, we're just like, well, you're turning cruelty into a joke. In their heads, they think it's funny. They think it's fun to pick on things. So I just wanted to have a chat about this because the way I sort of see it is, you wouldn't necessarily pick on somebody who has a religion because of what their religion's beliefs are. So why would you pick on somebody who happens to be vegan? And I think that there's a line. Like, for instance, I wouldn't care if my friends did it, but it's when it's people who aren't my friends. For instance, the other day I had a client actually tell me, she said to me, oh, so, because we were talking about how I took the break from veganism and stuff, and then she was like, oh, so you're admitting veganism isn't healthy? And I was like, no, that's not what I'm saying at all. Like, my situation wasn't the norm. And there's all this kind of stuff. It's just, I feel like it's a bit ridiculous that people seem to think that it's funny and that we're the butt of the joke half the time. And it's like, well, the reason why vegans tend to be so passionate is because there is a life at stake in their sort of mentality. Pun not intended, by the way. I don't mean steak. Before anyone gets in there. So I think that that's one of the biggest reasons why vegans get so frustrated with people who eat meat. And then the people who eat meat are like, oh, well, you're imposing your beliefs on us. And it's like, well, you know, we kind of have to deal with it from you guys every day. We have to sit there and listen to you guys talking about like your food and all that kind of stuff, and then telling us, well, why can't you do this? But it's only eggs, but it's only this, but it's only that. And then when we happen to say one thing, we're imposing on your beliefs and we're not respecting you. But the fact is, like, we don't get respected even if we're being quiet. So yeah, that's just one little thing that I just wanted to say, and hopefully that gives you something to think about. Okay.